Hey guys, Ken the Movie King, and I'm back again with another movie review, and today I'm going to be reviewing Undisputed 4, Boyka. Boyka, Boyka, Boyka. Alright, so this is a Scott Adkins film. Once again, a guy that I've mentioned in past reviews. If you guys watched my channel, I've mentioned that this guy has come in the wrong time period. This guy would have fit perfectly in the 80s with actors with Jean-Claude Van Damme, having guys with Sylvester Stallone, all those 80s great action stars that I miss seeing on the big screen. He would have fit perfectly in that time period. Unfortunately, he's in a time where most people want to watch superhero movies. Nothing wrong with that. I enjoy my superhero movies as well. I enjoy them all, but nowadays it seems like action movies are superhero movies. When the action movie does come out, they usually flop if you think about it. I mean, the once in the blue moon you'll get something that is good, but like Ray 2, didn't Ray 2 go in theaters? And I'm pretty sure that didn't do that well when it went in theaters, but that's an awesome goddamn movie. Undisputed 4, Scott Adkins returns as Boyka. So the plot is pretty simple. Simple as hell, but I'll tell you this movie has heart. So the plot is Boyka is fighting to reach the top. He has a match, and the person that he fights with, he ends up killing them. It's not really a spoiler because it gets to, I mean, it happens early on, and it's the plot of the movie. I mean, reaches to the plot. Anyways, he ends up killing the person. He didn't mean to kill the person. He was too he just wanted to win. That's it. In his mind, he blacked out and he wanted to win. And unfortunately the guy died. So Scott Adkins decides to go to the homeland of the individual that he killed to meet his wife, because he finds out that the guy did have a wife, and to find redemption, to find forgiveness to what he did, because it's haunting him and it's killing him. That's the plot of the movie. One thing about these Undisputed movies I gotta say, it's really interesting. We're now on the 4th movie, and they just keep getting better. The first movie that starred Wesley Snipes and Ryan Rames, whatever. That movie was okay. I'm not really a fan of it, to be honest. Undisputed 2 starred Scott Adkins and Michael J. White. I'm a big fan of Michael J. White, big fan of Scott Adkins. I am a big fan of Wesley Snipes as well. It's just the first movie was mostly a boxing movie. I had no problems with boxing movies, but when it came down to Undisputed 2, it became more of a mixed martial arts. The second one was, in my opinion, better than the first movie. Then came the third movie, where Scott Adkins took the lead, because in the sequel he was the villain. And the third movie, I feel, was better than the first and the second movie. And when it comes to the 4th movie, what I gotta say, before I give my rating and all my opinion about, I'll say this, that the martial arts in this movie is excellent, phenomenal. Scott Adkins proves he's a top-notch martial artist. He shows that he's not somebody you would want to mess with. He actually has a lot of charisma, and he does great acting. He becomes this Boyka character. He's like born to play this character. I've seen him in many different roles, but he does show he can act, because Scott Adkins becomes this character. You don't see Scott Adkins anymore, and that's what makes you care about the character. You believe with the character, and the character is unpredictable, because he's a character that you really don't want to get on his bad side, because he will mess you up. The one thing I'll say about this movie that it had that the other ones did not have, even though I enjoy all of them, but the other ones were more like, I'll say, martial artists and seeing some great martial arts skills on the screen. The one thing this movie had, it had heart. It actually had heart. It was the movie was touching, and I gotta say, I really enjoyed this movie, and I hope people don't bypass this movie, especially now, like, the Defenders now have come on Netflix. This movie is streaming on Netflix, and unfortunately a lot of people will probably, oh, I want to see Defenders. as well as myself. I do, but I'm more into. I'm waiting for the Punisher movie, but I could see people, you know, when they're on Netflix, they'll see that movie, you know, recently added. They'll pass that and they'll go, oh, Defenders, which I don't blame them. You know, it's anticipating. Everyone's anticipating the new Defenders movie, but this is a movie that people should not sleep on. It is excellent, excellent, and it really shows that Scott Adkins is a great martial artist. And I can't wait for his his movie coming out with Tony Jaa, Michael J. White, Iko from The Raid, called Triple Threat. I can't wait for that. And it got the girl, I always can't pronounce her name, Jaja. I always call it Jaja. I don't know why. I think of Jaja Binks. The girl that acted in Raging Phoenix, as well as Chocolate. And as I've mentioned in my videos before, I highly recommend to check out Chocolate if you like martial art movies. Anyways, this is a short review. This is all I had to say, and everybody check it out. It's on Netflix. Don't waste your time. Check it out. You will not be sorry. It's a great martial arts movie. It has a great story. I mean, and Scott Adkins acts well as this character. And I'm giving Undisputed 4 an A. That's right, I'm giving it an A. I want to get this in my collection. Who knows? In my end of the month Blu-ray update, you might see it there. But that's all I gotta say about this. Take care. Thanks for watching.